This is a sample project for class 12 informatics practices. Our aim is to create a tangible and useful IT application. For this, task 1 is to understand data. That is, how data are generated, stored, and managed in an organization or a business or a shop in real world. Task 2 is data collection, that is storing data in a CSV file or a database table. Task 3 is to import data in pandas. You may import data from a CSV file into a data frame, or you may import a database table into a data frame. Task 4 is data visualization, that is, to generate appropriate customized charts to visualize data. For example, line plot, bar graph, histogram, pie chart, frequency polygon, box plot, and scatter plot. Task 5 is data analysis, that is, to analyze data using Python libraries. You are strictly advised to avoid plagiarism and violation of copyright issues. Any resource such as data, image, etc. used in the project must be suitably referenced. Sales data analysis and visualization. This project is an initiative to capture and analyze the sales data of a business in a real world, selling basic commodities such as laundry, soap, shampoo, etc. during an entire year. It maintains the number of units sold for each product in each month and the total profit incurred in a month. This data is then visualized and analyzed using different Python libraries. A nearby shop in the locality is visited and is inquired about its functioning. The actual sales data of the various products for an entire year is taken in a CSV file. This CSV file named salesdata.csv is placed at the desired location on the computer. It will by default open in Excel. The columns are month, quarter, number of units sold of the various products, total units sold, total profit incurred in every month, and the sales remarks. You need to import the required Python libraries in your script file. The next task is to import the data from a CSV file into a data frame. DF is a data frame object which is created by invoking pandas read CSV method. You need to pass the entire path with the file name as the argument. Different objects are also created to store the data frame columns for easy access. This is the main menu of our program. It has 4 choices. The first choice is display data. The second choice is data visualization. The third choice is data analysis. And the fourth choice is exit. The user is asked to enter a choice from the menu. If the choice entered by the user is 1, then the data frame contents are printed on the screen. Also, a list of columns from the data frame are printed. If the choice entered by the user is 2, then the function submenu 2 is called, which presents a menu of options for data visualization. If the choice entered by the user is 3, then the function submenu 3 is called, which presents a menu of options for data analysis. This process is repeated as long as the user does not enters the choice as 4, which is to exit. Now, if I enter the choice as 1 here, the contents of the data frame are printed. I have 12 rows in the data frame from January to December, which are indexed from 0 to 11. The intermediary columns in the data frame are hidden, which can be verified from the list of columns here. Now, when I enter the choice as 2, the function submenu 2 is invoked. which presents a menu of options for data visualization. The first choice here is the line graph showing the month-wise units sold for each product. So when I enter the choice as 1, it will present a line graph showing the units sold for each product in each month. So the second option here is scatter plot to show the total units sold in each month. Now, when I enter 2 as a choice and press enter, it shows us a scatter plot of the total units sold in each month and also the total units sold for the highest selling product, that is bathing soap. Now the third choice here is a multi-bar plot to show the units sold for each product. So when I enter the choice as 3 and press enter, it shows us a multi-bar plot for each product. The fourth choice is to plot a histogram to group the monthly profits into 4 bin ranges as shown here. So when I enter the choice as 4 and press enter, then it shows us a histogram for the company profit months. The fifth choice is a frequency polygon, which shows us the shape of company profit in the various months. So when I enter the choice as 5 and press enter, a frequency polygon is displayed on the screen. The sixth choice is to display a box and a whisker plot to visualize the units sold for each product. So when I enter the choice as 6 and press enter, a box plot is displayed. The seventh choice is the pie chart, which shows the sum of units sold in an entire year for each product. So when I enter the choice as 7, it shows us the pie plot. If the user enters the choice as 8, then the function main menu is called, which will take us back to the main menu. So when I enter the choice as 8 and press enter, the main menu is again displayed. All the charts are also automatically saved in the project folder at the desired location. So now when we enter the choice as 3 from the main menu, the function submenu 3 is invoked to present a menu of options for data analysis. The first option in this data analysis menu is to find the maximum, minimum, mean and sum of the total units sold and the total profit earned. For this, we are using dataframe.aggregate method to find the result of these functions on the required columns. So when I enter the choice as 1, it shows us the maximum, minimum, mean and sum for the total units and the total profit columns. The next choice is to display the details of sales of those 3 months which have the highest sales. For this, we are first sorting the data frame on the total profit column in descending order and then displaying the top 3 rows using the head function. So when I enter the choice as 2, it displays the top 3 months having the highest sales, that is December, November and October as shown here. The third option is to display the details of the sales of those 3 months which have the lowest sales. So for this again we are sorting the data frame on the total profit column in descending order and then taking the last 3 rows using the tail function. So when I use 3 as the input, then it displays the 3 months, that is July, June and February, as the months with lowest sales. The next option is to find the quartiles for the total profit column. So for this, we are applying the quantile function on the total profit column of the data frame to show the first, second and the third quartiles. So when I enter the choice as 4, it displays the first, the second and the third quantiles for the total profit column. The fifth choice is to create a pivot table for quarterly sales analysis. We are using the pivot table method with quarter as the indexes and columns as sales remarks. So when I enter the choice as 5, it displays this pivot table which has the quarters as the rows and the sales remarks as the columns. Two functions max and min are applied for on each quarter. Option 6 will take us back to the main menu. Submit a project report including the title page, bona fide certificate from the project supervisor, acknowledgement by the student, table of contents having the introduction to the project, objective and scope of the project, software and hardware requirements for the project, theoretical concepts implemented in the project, source code of the project, output from the project, user manual with instructions, and list of references.